Hello.
Ci hai detto che l'utilizzo del software libero permette di esercitare 4 libertà, dalla libertà 0 alla libertà 3. Quali sono?
Freedom 0 is the freedom to run the program as you wish. Freedom 1 is the freedom to study the program's source code and then change it to make the program do your computing the way you wish. Freedom 2 is the freedom to help others. That's the freedom to make exact copies and distribute them to others when you wish. And freedom 3 is the freedom to contribute to your community. That's the freedom to make copies of your modified versions and distribute them to others when you wish. So with these 4 freedoms, the users control the program. Freedom means having control over your own life, and that requires that they be free software with these 4 freedoms.
È vero che quando studiavi al MIT a Boston, il dipartimento era finanziato anche dalla Microsoft?
When I worked at MIT, the funding did not come from Microsoft. In fact, Microsoft hardly even existed at that time. It was not important. However, nowadays, Mr. Bill gave some of the money to build the office, the building where my office is. And so a part of the building was called the William Gates Building. Not the part where my office is, fortunately. But when I go through a door that has his name on it, I give him the finger. We have to choose between good and evil. And Mr. Gates is a big example of evil. I've got 35. Do I get 40? I've got 35. Do I get 40? Do I get 40 euros for this adorable canoe that means so long? Do I get 40 euros? Gone for 40. So now it's time for questions.
Steve Jobs invece tu hai detto che è stato costruttore di computer inteso come prigione, ma una prigione cool. Oggi la partita tra il software libero e il software proprietario come sta andando? In questa sfida chi sta vincendo adesso?
Well, since 20 years ago, free software has always been spreading into new areas, but other new areas come into existence totally under somebody's power, and we have to then spread into those areas too. So now we see 2 kinds of big problems. One is that mobile computers, phones and tablets don't run free software. Some of them run partly free software because Android, as released by Google, is free source code. But Android as it comes includes non-free software also. But there's another kind of problem. Nowadays, mobile computing is increasingly designed to push people into dependence on remote servers.
Può l'attivismo sulla rete sostituire l'impegno civile reale nella vita reale?
Well, use of the network is part of real life. It's one part of real life, but it's not all of real life. Governments that hate our freedom are trying to give us less freedom in the net than we have outside the net. Or suppose a bunch of people go in front of the door of some company or government office and protest. Well, that's normal democracy. But if you do that on the internet, they call it a cyber attack and they put people in prison. In Italian, I think that's San Ignuzio. No, Ignuzio. Thank you.